at the end of the day, we have to put pressure on elected officials to actually do anything to counterbalance the pressure that developers and landlords have put on elected officials. Ultimately, we're here to take the power of the people back. So with that being said, again, I'll introduce myself. My name is Ishmael Kayem.
Nation of workers coming together to try to fight for things like better wages, better working conditions. And one of the things we seek to do is to link the workers' movement with things like the tenants' movement, all the movement for affordable housing, for healthcare, for all these things. Because like we've been saying, it's one struggle here. So we want to come together with y'all. We're happy to see everyone out here today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, this will be my second time speaking here at the city council meeting. The first time we was here was Jessica, Miss April, and the whole community. Pretty much the similar issue that y'all having with y'all landlords, like the slumlords don't want to fix anything. Like they was taking our rent money, they want to fix it, and then they was completely throwing people out against their rights and stuff. We fought so hard for that community to the point it was a civil lawsuit filed against Lake Harbor, and we actually won that lawsuit. The tenants was relocated, and the tenants was compensated for all of their pain and suffering while staying over there in Lake Harbor. Like we fought hard to the point we went to Washington D.C. and protested and was putting them out and demanding answers from them in regards to this housing justice and housing situations, and everything that we are fighting and battling with today. And I'm here now because again, I caught COVID last year while I was 7 months pregnant, and it put me in ICU. I almost lost my life. I had to learn how to walk again, talk again, and my baby was born premature because of it. I was not able to hold my baby for 2 whole weeks, and if I would have died from COVID, I would have died alone because no visitors, no one's allowed at that hospital. So, and now me and my kids is back staying with my mother because I just recently, like a month ago, had to leave my place because of the cost of living. Everything just been going up and up and up, and trying to be a single mother and trying to heal and come from everything I went through, causing me not to be able to work or nothing like that. And it's just been hard. And like I said, trying to do it all by yourself and take care of kids and trying to recover from all that and stuff, and everything just going up and up and up. It's just hard. So that's why I'm here today, to fight with you all and share my story and hope to shed some light on what we're going through today.
Yeah. Housing justice organizer with Action and See. I have seen the housing struggle since I was a youth. I didn't realize I was in it until later on in life. Now that I'm like, damn, we really were being evicted. We really were being taken advantage of. And now I see it. In 2017, my community was displaced. It was a mobile home community. And we fought against a multi-billion-dollar development company. So imagine a community with low income, undocumented. We had folks that were senior citizens that were on fixed income, fighting against a multi-billion-dollar development company. This is why we're here, because we see corporations, corporate landlords that are buying tons of homes from under our feet, harassing homeowners, folks that have been in the community for a long time to buy their homes. So then when we go in and try to buy a home, we can't afford it because we get outbid every time. And that's not right. And so that's why we are all here together. I'm glad to see so many people and so many faces, because housing is across the board. Housing is a human right. And we need housing to live. We need food, water, and housing. And if we don't have decent housing, we have to fight back. And if corporations keep buying our homes, we have to fight back. I'd like to lead us in a little chant. When I say housing, you guys say is a human right. Okay?
I was going to ask everybody
Housing
Is a human right.
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 All right. And now when I say down, down, you say corporate green. Down, down.
Corporate greed.
Down, down.
Corporate greed.
Down, down.
Corporate greed.
Housing is a
Human right.
Housing is a
Human right.
Down, down.
Corporate greed.
Down, down.
Corporate greed.
And the last one is going to be, after you say corporate greed, you're going to say no more rent increase. Because I know we get that rent increase yearly with these landlords.
Yeah.
All right? Down, down.
Corporate greed.
Down, down.
Corporate greed.
No more. No more.
Rent increase.
No more.
Rent increase.
No more.
Rent increase.
Housing is a
Human right.
Housing is a
Human right.
All right, yes. Give your applause a round of That's what we have when we walk into this building, right? That energy that we are here to support and love one another, right?
Yes.
We're going to do it again, right? This time everybody's just going to be as loud as possible. Feel it so these people understand where energy is coming in this building, all right? Are we ready?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
It is our duty to fight for freedom.
It is our duty to fight for freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and support each
We
other.
must love and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our change.
We have nothing to lose but our change.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and support each
We must love and support each
other.
other.
We have nothing to lose.
We have nothing to lose.
We have nothing to
We have nothing to lose.
lose. We have nothing to lose.
We have nothing to lose.
We'll do it again because we got what?
Nothing to lose but our change.
All right, so we got the energy, right?
Yes.
We want to do it again. Y'all feel turned up? Y'all feel it? Okay, I want the energy. I want us to be fired up when we go in there. My tip is these people know what is happening in this city. These individuals are acting complacent to a situation that affects all of us.
Yeah.
It's going to affect our babies.
Yeah.
Black and brown communities in its entirety. And it's going to everyone that is under 60, black, yellow, indifferent. It's a money game. It's greed. They know. Let's make sure that they know we're not playing them.
That's right.
We're sick and tired of being sick and tired, right?
Yeah.
People are sick and tired of being sick and tired. They fight back, right?
Right.
Because we have a duty.
This is about working people and the working class.
Amen.
And the working people have come to do what?
Fight.
It's all right. It's all right. We'll do it one more time. We're going to leave back in the
Here with the sign.
All right.
Hey, we got like 20 minutes.
Okay. So before we go back inside, we'll come back in. That'll be our chant that we can go into it. So that way, once we get in there, you know, they're going to kick us out. But that'll be our energy walking into this building. So that way they know what is actually coming.
It's just a practice, man.
Just a practice. Just a practice. We must fight with each other, not against each other. And as we walk in here to get ready to give them hell, you know what you're fighting for. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. They know what the problem is. It is up to us to make them do something about it. We are not accepting we will get back to you. We are not accepting this cannot happen now. We are not accepting what we need. We are telling them we are here to fight for our freedom. Got it?
Yes.
Let's go in.
Organization when it comes to what type of innovation we will have access to within the city. I understand there's a NEST commission. I would like and request action and seats to be put at that table. I would also like for the city council to really take a real look at how we are rezoning and allowing developers to come in and actually displace families that are working and not being held accountable to what the expectations are for providing services. I understand that we definitely do have the community relations committee that is to purchase them, obtain them, and turn them into immediate, short-term housing, cooperative housing, social housing, and I do have a report to submit. Also, direct relief. That is something that needs to be discussed. I also have a report on my findings that was done with the Center for Popular Democracy that actually identifies a lot of gross misconduct when it comes to assessing the community for the needs of housing. There are too many people that are being displaced each and every month due to inactivity of the city council.
Community members presenting solutions to the city council. And that's what we've done. We've done the research, we've done the work, we've reached out, and we've talked to you all. But we received basically what was a slap in the face from the city attorney. I'm an attorney myself, and I obviously don't agree with the arguments the city attorney made. But in addition to that, many of the arguments have to do with policy questions, which policy has to do with the living good. When we really boil it down, it's really a question of who you all prioritize and who you all really care about. And you stand with the people. You stand with developers and landlords. The people who are displacing people, the organizations and corporations displacing people. That's a question that all of you have to answer yourself. I'm not going anywhere. Housing Justice Coalition isn't going anywhere. And to that end, what we would like to see is we would like to have a meeting with the mayor pro tem and the city manager. Because from the very beginning, we tried to approach this issue with the concept of trying to put forth solutions and work in a way that's going to be beneficial for community benefits, tenants' rights, and anti-displacement strategies. But if we can't get a meeting and we can't, make that happen, we're going to continue to do what we do in the news and the streets and however else.
We came together with other folks who are in the neighborhood, residents who are being displaced, folks with Action and C, who are really feeling the burden of the rent, the increases in the cost of living, people not knowing whether or not they can stay within their apartment building. I joined the Housing Justice Coalition in 2019 as a vice president of the Plaza Shamrock Neighborhood Association. The reason I joined Housing Justice Coalition was because there was a woman who was 75 years old. Her name was Miss Trina. She was a fixture in the neighborhood. And her place of business, she didn't have a rent. She didn't have a lease. And the reason she didn't have a lease was because she trusted her landlord. Well, her landlord died, her property was sold, and her heirs played a parlor game with this woman's housing at the end of the day. And nobody in the city was doing anything about housing. And so I joined this coalition to find a solution that wasn't being offered by city council, by county commission, or anybody. And what I found through this entire process is every time we've tried to argue, we've tried to ask, we've tried to have a sort of civil conversation about this. We've been met with derision, we've been met with condescension, we've been met with essentially that we're just thinking of pie in the sky stuff. And everybody on this dais who considers themselves a progressive politician, I mean, some of your endorsements at the end of the day, some of the people who are putting money into your campaign dollars. So we're here to say we want to be able to do this, and we want to be able to present an alternative. Thank you very much.
And now I will share some of the interview I did with Channel 14 Spectrum News about the corporate landlords trying to take over in my neighborhood.
And there are no realtor fees involved.
She gets texts like this on a regular basis. Now, from calls to texts to letters, she says she gets 8 to 10 solicitations every week. And that UNC Charlotte study found investors are particularly targeting areas like Cars, middle-income neighborhoods.
You will like what you see. Please answer a short questionnaire.
But she won't budge, even though many of her neighbors couldn't resist.
It's kind of harassing to me because it's like they're trying to drive us out of the neighborhoods. It feels like Justin's spirit is here.
Some companies might see these homes as just 4 walls and a roof, but to Carr, it's so much more.
They don't understand this is a lot of sentimental value. This is where my sons grew up. Justin used to run up and down those stairs, all the time.
Her son, Justin Carr, was murdered in 2016 when a protest in uptown Charlotte turned into a riot. She says she can still hear her son's laughter and doesn't want to leave that behind.
Tree for Justin. There's the rock.
She spends a lot of time reflecting her garden, dedicated in her son's memory, hoping that city and county leaders will stand up against corporate investors.
Not let these corporate landlords come in our neighborhoods and take over. Not let these corporate landlords come in our neighborhoods and take over.